Hello guys, and welcome back to another week in the life video. My name is Tom and this is Tom's Toys 95. I'm a part-time eBay reseller and I sell stuff on the internet on eBay alongside my full-time job, and this is how I earn some additional income, especially leading up to Christmas, where I'm making more sales and listing and selling more things, and it's a nice little bonus in my back pocket really. So whilst eBay is a bit more than a hobby for me and I have been doing this for quite a long time, I don't do this full time, so don't expect massive amounts of sales. But we do like to go over everything in the week that I've picked up, that I've sold, how much I've sold it for, and at the end of the video I'll go over all of the profits that I've made and break it down for you. So I probably won't be doing much this week, but if I do go anywhere in terms of shopping, CEX, cash converters, maybe charity shops, I'll pop in there, add some footage and show you what I picked up. So without further ado, let's get straight into the week. I like to record my sales from Saturday morning through to Friday evening, and that's my weekly cut-off point. So it's now Monday and I've made about 6 or 7 weekend sales, so it's time to go over those now, and I'll tell you a little bit about them and how much I made. So the first thing I've sold is this Special Ops Caterpillar watch. Now this was $79.99, so really good sale on that one, and I paid a tenner for it in the watch bundle, so really good markup. So it got to Sunday and I'd only made 2 sales at this point, and I was thinking, well, this is a pretty poor weekend, but the 2 things I sold were really good profit, so can't argue too much. So that one's gone for about £70 profit minus the fees. And the next game, I think I bought 2 games, Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 on the PlayStation 2, probably about 2-3 years ago now. And since the release of Silent Hill 2 on the PS5, I did pick up another copy on the PS2 not too long ago in another bundle. So I paid about £40 for this, and I decided to list it on eBay because the re-release has come out and it's got a bit of a hype and attention. And this is still a good condition copy. Unfortunately there's no manual inside, otherwise it'd have gone for a lot more. But that's sold for £65, so £25 profit on that one. So the next sale is quite a cheap one that's been lingering for some time, but that is a Manchester United versus West Ham programme. I bought a great big programme bundle probably about 2 years ago now, and in there was a bunch of programmes, and one of them was this one. So they all owe me about 33p each, and that one has gone for £5.99, but I'm well into profit on that bundle, so that's all profit. The next one is a Furby. This one still has the tags on, brand new. Well, I say brand new, it doesn't really work because of the age, but it still has the tags, and it's from 1999. This is an original Furby, and this is Church Mouse. So that one has sold for £29.99, and I paid £5 for it from a car boot in a bundle. I think I paid £40 for a big lot, and this was one of them, so really happy with the markup on that one, so £25 profit on that. And the next one then, so I spent 20 quid on a massive stack of magazines. I think they were £18 for the whole stack, and in that stack I managed to split them up into different sets. So it was a bunch of magazines of 12 per year. Once a month they got released, and I had about 8 years, and I split them all up into different segments. So someone has bought 4 years worth, so what, 48 magazines they purchased. I sent an offer out and they accepted an offer on 4 of them, so I have messaged them to say I've got more left if you want them, but they haven't replied. So I'm going to post these ones, and if they reply then hopefully I'll make some more sales down the line. But one bundle went for 15, one went for 14, another one went for 14, and the last one went for 12. So we have 4 big bundles here. There's 48 magazines there, very heavy, but I'm happy with that. I paid £2.50 on average per bundle, so really can't complain with that markup. So £10, and I've already made 55 back just off that bundle, and I have sold 1 or 2 before, so we're well into profit. So I reckon I've made profit already from the other bundles, so all of that is pure profit. So £55 there. The next one is another one of these Wales shirts. So this cost me a tenner from JD, and that has gone for £20, and this is a replica of the 1976 Wales home shirt, and that is in a men's size large, brand new with tags. Originally cost £25, I paid 10 in the sale. So that is everything so far, and I will go over the rest of the sales as they come in. I think there's a couple of watches that I've sold which I need to go grab from my garage because I picked these earlier and those have since sold. So I might go grab those before I head to work and get them all posted on my lunch break. So I'll go grab those now, and yeah, we'll get them all posted, and then we can start fresh for the week, and hopefully some more sales can roll in. So this is the beauty of a SKU system. So I have 11 boxes of the same brand of watches, and they're all different styles, designs, colours, but they're all mixed in. So I've just sold one of them. So rather than having to go through every single box, I've labelled them up, box 11 for example, box 10, box 9 and so on. So I've just sold a watch that is watch number 2 in box 2. So I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but if I move all these over, so we've now got box 2, and it should be a blue strapped watch, which is number 2, and it is this one. So the SKU system has worked. Right then, I'm off to work and I've got 3 more watches to go through. So the first one is this eSpirit set, and in this we've got a nice silver watch with a star bracelet. All of these cost me a tenner in the bundle, and that has gone for $39.99. The next one, someone sent me an offer and I just took it because I wanted to try and clear them out and make some money, and that is this Reebok watch, again £10, had it up for $34.99 and we eventually agreed on $24.99. And the last one is this Zadig & Voltaire like studded watch, and that has gone for £40. Someone sent me an offer. I think I sold one similar for 50 last week, but again 40 quid, I'm not going to say no to that when it only cost me a tenner. So £105 for those 3 watches, minus the fees, I'll probably get about 80 quid. So really nice markup on those ones. So I want to get to work now, get them all wrapped and posted. I've got a lot to do, so I will see you later.
Hey guys, just to let you know that it's now Thursday, and this segment was actually recorded at a later date and thrown in, so let's just pretend it's Thursday just to keep the timeline order of the video. So Wednesday I went to Silverstone, and on Thursday me and my partner had a day of shopping and we went and got some Christmas stuff and presents for people. But while I was there I did pop into Smith's Toys and into Aldi, and Aldi had some really good stuff in the Middle Isle of Dreams. So I've made a few pickups and I haven't really had a chance to record them all when I got back, so I'm kind of throwing this in the video at a later date. But yeah, let's just pretend it's Thursday. So what did I get? So when I went to Silverstone I wanted to order some merch to wear, so I got some Lewis Hamilton stuff in the sale from the F1 store. So let's just quickly fly through that. So the first one is this Lewis Hamilton car. Now this was about £20 and it was on sale for 10. And I believe this one of them was 8, one of them was 10. I think actually the smaller one was cheaper, more expensive. But this one was like £8 or £9 instead of I think 20 or 18. But yeah, 2 different cars. One is the W13 and I think this one is the W14, so this is the year later. But yeah, so those are 2 different car models. I picked up this Lewis Hamilton bucket hat. This was, I believe, only 8 or 9 quid, and it should have been 22 or 30, sorry. It was like 35 quid, I believe. Quite an expensive hat. Then I got this long sleeve shirt which I really like. I wore this to Silverstone yesterday, so it's got the 44 on the back. And then I've got this like fluorescent running / training shirt, Mercedes AMG, and 44 there, so that was about a 10 as well. So I think I spent £75 on the whole bundle, and it should have been about £150 to £200. So all of that was in the F1 clearance, so happy with that. Then I got a few pickups, so let's go with Smith's first. So we got 4 games and they're all sealed and brand new. So 2 of them are the same game but across 2 consoles. So we've got a dinosaur game, which is this Dinosaurs Mission Dino Camp. Now this was a £10 and I looked on eBay, it's going for around 16 to 20, and I asked how many copies they had and they said they've only got 2 but on PS4 and PS5. So I asked for the PS5 version as well. Now I might keep these in the collection. The idea was I was going to get 2 copies and put one in the collection and sell one. Now I've got 1 on each console, I don't know what to do. If I had 2 PS4 versions I'd have sold one and then used the profit to essentially pay for the other copy. But now I might keep both, I don't know. The next one is one for the collection because I heard the VR support for Minecraft is getting deleted. And if you have a disc copy, then I believe it still works. So just for future proofing the game, I got this VR version of Minecraft. So this has the VR logo and it says VR compatible. So hopefully that will still work in years to come and it won't be deleted. And then the last one, I just was a bit of an impulse buy. It was $7.99. I'm sorry, Minecraft was 20, by the way. The last one was a bit of an impulse buy, and this was God of War remastered. This was only $7.99, still sealed, brand new. It is the PlayStation hits, unfortunately, but I thought for 8 quid that's a really good pickup, especially sealed. I've got that on download, so that'll be staying sealed for the collection. So those are the games from Smith. So the next couple of things I bought were some Mario figures. and these were all £5.99 each, and one of them I think was £8.99. Let me just check the receipt. So the big figure was £9.99, and that is Pom Pom. Now this has dropped in price slightly, I believe, because everyone's finding it across the country, but when it first came out, this was like the harder to find rarer figure in the set. So you can't see the big sticker there, but on the back there's like 5 characters, and these 5 characters would be splashed everywhere. But Pom Pom was the one that everyone wanted, so that one I've sold about 2 or 3 times now for around about £20 each. So these I'll be listing for around about 15 now, because I've dropped in price slightly. So 10 into 15 is not great, unfortunately. I did think they were still 20, but it is what it is. So next ones are little figures. So I've got 3 of the next 2, and I'm going to be selling them in a set of 2. And we've got Flying Squirrel Mario, and we've got Nabbit. So these 2 are worth a little bit more than the £6. They're probably worth about £9 to £10 on eBay. Now they're not really worth selling on their own, so I bought the 2. I can combine the postage and sell them together, so I'll be selling those 2. Now there is a set of 5 characters, and I do have 1 more character from the set. So what I'm going to do is, because I bought 3 of these, I could only find 1 of the other character from the set, so I'm probably going to do a set of 3 and then 2 sets of 2. But the set of 3 is going to include Monty Mole. Now this is probably the rarest one out of the 3 figures. That is quite a cool character. That's going for around about 12 to 15. So these cost me £6 each, so 18 for that set of 3. And for example, with that one, I'll probably list around 25 to 30. And then the last couple of figures, I picked up 1 Baby Peach. That's the only one I could find. And then I've got 2 Baby Luigi, so I'll be listing Baby Luigi and Peach together, and then the single Baby Luigi I'll list on its own. So those are all the figures from Smith's. And then the last thing was I popped into Aldi. Now, because I said that I recorded the segment at a later date, some of the things from this video have sold, unfortunately. But we have got a Lego Duplo of Mac from Cars. Now this one was £10 in the middle of Isle of Dreams, and I sold this one recently in the future, big spoiler, but this is already sold. Now I had 2 of these, so 1 of them out of the 2 has sold already. And I did have 2 monster truck cars as well, which are Marvel characters. Now that won't be till next week's episode, but those have already sold. So those were £3.99 each, and I listed them for 20 plus post, and those have gone as well. So happy that they've sold really, really quickly. So quickly, in fact, that I haven't had a chance to record the video of me picking them up before they've sold. So I did list them straight away. I was quite hot on it, because obviously Christmas and everything. So I listed those straight away, and they sold straight away. The only other couple of things I picked up were these Prime bottles, 2 new flavours I've not seen before. We've got the UFC one, and we've got Berry Breeze, so that's just added to the collection, which is built up really nicely. And I was going to list it in time for Christmas, and I just haven't, because they keep bringing out new flavours, and every time I see a new flavour I'm like, oh, I'll add it to the collection and build this collection up and then sell it, and I just haven't sold it yet. So as they keep pumping more out, I'm just going to keep buying them. They're only a couple of quid each, so don't bother me. But yeah, that's all the pickups. Back to the video.
Right then, Friday morning, time to head to work. I had yesterday off and the day before off. Didn't really get a chance to do many listings in terms of eBay. It's more of a relaxing few days off, getting some Christmas presents finished. And I went to Silverstone on Wednesday, which you would have seen in the video that I uploaded the other day. So that was quite a fun trip that we went to on Wednesday to the museum. I enjoyed that. A bit of a random video. I just thought I'd do a little vlog style video for anyone that is interested in Formula 1. Go check that out. I know it won't be for everyone, but it was a good day out. So in the meantime, I've made a couple of sales, and I'm just going to go through them before I head to work. So the first one is this Generation 7. I think it's like a monk or mink Furby, and this one has gone for 50 quid, so really happy with that. I think it's £49.99. This cost me a £5 from the Furby bundle that I bought in May time. Very cheap and very expensive when I sold it, so very happy with that. At least £35–40 profit after fees on that one. This one was a pretty disgusting Vans hat. I don't like the print at all, it's like a leopard print, but this one was £1 from the car boot, and that's gone for £10. So happy with the markup, but personally I wouldn't wear this hat. The next one was in a game sale, I don't know why I said game, in a Man United sale. So I'm a Man United fan, and I was looking at the end of season sale in the summer, and this was the cheapest item when I filtered it from price low to high on their clearance. They had these shorts for £2.80, and I bought a variety of sizes, and this is age 15 to 16 years, so I think this has gone for £10 plus postage. These cost me £2.80 each, and they're a pair of Man United third kit shorts, so they are kid sizes, but I bought quite a few of them because for £2.80, if I can sell them for £8 to £10 each, they're brand new, one listing, put the quantities in, no brainer. It's not a great deal of profit, but it's a good item just to, you know, have a bunch of and just sell them as and when. So each one I sell, I'm more than doubling my money and making the money back. So the next sale and the last sale, a bunch of these Thomas stickers. I've discussed these before. They were bought from a car boot for £1 each, and then I kept in touch with the bloke, got his number because he only had 5 packets left, or 5 bundles left, sorry, so each one of these bundles cost me £1, and he gave me his number. I went and picked them up, and they're actually from a skip, believe it or not. So I asked him how did he get so many of them. He had like 50 packets of 50, so they had like 2,500 packets, and I bought them all off him for 45 quid. And yeah, they are just Thomas and Friends stickers. Inside is 5 stickers, and they're from 2007. This one was going for around about £18 per pack, and someone sent me an offer for £15 each for 4 sets. So there's 200 packets in this box. I won't get them all out, but there's 200 packets in there, so I had to count all those up, and those have gone for 60 quid free postage, so really happy with that, especially when I only paid 4 quid for all of those. So I've worked out now how many I've got left. So I think I've got about 300 or 260 packets left. So there's probably another like 4 bundles in there, but I'm thinking I might split them down and start to sell them in like bunches of 10s. So rather than do like 50 for 20 quid, I might do like 10 for a £5, and sell them that way, because they have been selling really well and they are nearly gone. So whilst I've only got a few left, I might as well split them down a little bit more. But yeah, those stickers have been fantastic. I think out the 45 bundles I bought, there's only about 4 or 5 left, and I've been selling them consistently for, the cheapest I've done a bundle for is about 12 quid. So if you think 40 times, you know, 12, 15, 20 quid, we're probably looking about 600, 700 pounds just on those Thomas stickers. So really can't complain with that at all. But yeah, that is all of the sales. I'm going to take them to work, get them wrapped, and I will post them on my lunch break. Saturday morning we've got a lot of sales to go through, so let's just get straight into it. I've got my laptop in front of me because I'm going to have to remind myself of how much things sold for, because there's so many to go through. So the first one is this orange Skull Zadig and Voltaire watch. So another watch sold, which I'm pleased about, and that has gone for £60, and I paid 10 for it, so happy with the markup on that one. That's a really good one. The next one is a bit of a random one. I think this was free from like Smith's Toys or something. All it is just a promotional magazine, and I had it lying around in my garage, and I was going to throw it in the bin. I don't need it, and then I thought someone might want it. It's from 2019 to 2020, and I listed that for a £5 plus postage, and someone's bought it. So yeah, £5 that was going to go in the bin, so happy with that. And at least someone gets to use it and make use of it, so that's good. The next one is a Disney Frozen pop-up adventures. So I bought a Frozen bundle for £10 from the car boot. It came with some Funko minis and a load of Frozen figures, so I split them all up into different sets, and this is one of the sets, and that has gone for £13.50 plus postage, so pleased to see that go. I only paid £2 for that one. The next one is a video game. This sold quite quickly after I listed it, and it's a motorbike game, and it's MXGP. So this was £1.50 from a car boot in the summer, and that's gone for £6.45 plus postage, so I think £8 all in on that one. That is complete with the manual as well. Another good sale, good in terms of price and profit. Personally, I think the figures was, or at least when I listed it, the figure was worth a lot more than what it sold for. But it does have no packaging in terms of it. They usually come in a blister pack, so and I'll show you that in a second. But that is a NECA figure, and it's Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's Freddy Krueger. So this one here, I believe when I did my research originally, is like a limited edition or something like that, so it's quite a hard figure to find. But it's on like a custom made stand, so that adds no value at all. But the figure is what everyone's after. And then we've got the iconic Freddy Krueger hat. And then it does also come with this background diorama as well, which would have been in the blister packaging. So I think I originally had this listed for around about £90. So 90 and eventually sell for 55. I would have done some research before listing it for 90. I wouldn't have just necessarily gone in blind and listed it for 90. So I'm still happy with the price in the market. I think I paid £14. I got a bundle of them, 11, and a few other bits, and I paid £170 for the whole lot. It might have been 160, and it worked out. They're about £14 each, so still a decent markup on that one. The next one is a pair of M&S heels. So these are actually given to me by my mum. She doesn't wear heels much, but she still buys them for some reason. So she's got a wardrobe full of old shoes, and a lot of them have barely been worn at all. And she, gave me a bag full of them and said that if you can sell these, take them. So I've listed about 3 or 4 pairs so far, and one of them was sold, and that has gone for £10. So that cost me nothing. The next sale is another pair of Adidas Manchester United shorts. I don't know if it was in this week's episode or last, but I have sold a pair of these shorts already, and this time they are 13 to 14 years. So these cost me £2.80 from the Manchester United store sale in the summer, and they have gone for £8.50 plus postage. Another fairly good sale. Hoping to get a little bit more when I bought them originally, but I will take the price that I paid. Now, I'm pretty confident they were £7 each and not 7 for the two. So let's say they were £7 each. That's £14 on the 2 items. Someone has bought both of them. Now, I'm pleased they've sold, because they hadn't sold and they're a seasonal item, and they've been listed about 5 months now, maybe 4 months, and it's getting close to Christmas and no one's bought this. So I kind of panicked, deleted the listing, relisted it, or sold similar, made it a bit cheaper, and someone sent an offer which was a bit low, so I counter offered and they've accepted. So these items, let's say they are £14 for the two, they've gone for £45 for the pair, and what they are designer Ralph Lauren Christmas stockings. Now, if these don't sell before Christmas, I'm kind of lumped with these all year, so I'm happy to see them go. The original asking price on these is £95, which it seems a bit insane. But they are genuine Ralph Lauren with the logo on. These are from TK Maxx in the clearance, and you can see there you've got the Ralph Lauren polo logo, and on the back there. So they are all legitimate, but as I said, if they don't sell now, when are they going to sell? So I'm happy to accept the offer, or at least counter offer on those. Next item is actually still at work, and that is a bunch of Legend of Zelda figures. So I'm going to get those from my drawer on Monday morning. So I remember listing them all at work, and what I did was I just put them into bundles and wrote on them what SKU they were and how many cards were in that set, and then I put them into my drawer, and I haven't brought them back home, so they're still there. So I bought a bunch of Zelda figures, cards, the Interplay series from 2016. There's 90, I think, in the base set, and then there's a load of different foils and variants. And they were quite expensive, if I remember rightly. Someone on Facebook was selling an opened bundle, a full set of 90, which I kept for myself, 72, and then I think the next set was like 53, and the one after that was like 26 or something. So what I did was I split them all up, kept a set of 90 for myself, and then I've been selling the others. Now I paid £60 for the whole bundle, and I've still got another few sets to sell. But the 72 cards alone has gone for £55, which I'm really pleased with, because that almost brings back the money for the whole bundle, and those other sets to sell. So once those sell, we're well into profit on that one, and I get to keep the 90 cards for myself. But that full set of 90, the base set, is probably worth about 70 quid, so decent on that one. So that wraps up all the sales for the week. Now, I haven't fully worked out all the facts and figures yet, so we'll switch in a moment and we'll go straight into the results. So I can't believe what a week I've had, and it's time to go through the results now. I made 25 sales in total, and not so much just the volume, but how much money I've actually made in terms of not only gross sales, but in terms of profit as well, is really, really good. Now, I aim for £100 a week, and as a part-time eBay reseller, I do this as a side hustle, as a hobby, to help afford my video game collection. I use the profits to invest in more stock, try and grow my assets, but also use that stock to go to CEX, buy some games, and build a collection. Whether I sell the collection later down the line, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I am just, enjoying the money. And this year, or next year, sorry, what I'm trying to do is to, invest that money wisely, whether that's in actual investments, whether I reinvest it into better stock, more expensive stock, I don't know, maybe whether I buy less video games with the money. I want to try and grow a bit of wealth with the money that I'm earning. However,
I'm not fooling anyone. You know, £100 a week profit is not going to, you know, quit my full-time job. So the figures in front of me are probably a standard reseller's weekly income. But what you have to remember is I work full-time. I only put about 15 hours a week or less on average into eBay per week. So without further ado, let's get into everything. So 25 sales in total, with a massive gross sales of £822.90, which is by far the best of the year. Not the most quantity, but certainly the most income in 1 week. So £822.90. Fees wise, obviously it's expected to be high because I've made the most money. So £134.25 in eBay fees, and the postage is £63.66, which leaves me with the cost to buy of £177.60. Now £177.60 is not too bad considering that I bought in £822 in total. So with all of the deductions taken off, my net profit for this week, which is pretty big for me, is £447.39. So that's going straight into my savings. And what I'm going to start doing now with the profits is every month I'm going to try and leave, I don't know whether it's going to be 250 or 500 yet, but I'm going to try and leave a 250 or 500 float in my bank account, and at the end of the month I'm going to withdraw some money so that I can enjoy it, save it, whatever. So that's the plan going forward into next year. So at the end of the month I'm hoping I'll be able to withdraw £500-600, and that'll be my fun money, my savings, I don't know yet. But I need to start rewarding myself because I'm spending all this time on eBay and my job, and all I'm doing is just spending or recycling the money to make, you know, the nation happy by posting them all these parcels, but I'm not really making myself happy because I'm just spending the profit and I'm not actually, you know, reaping any rewards for my hard work. So I'm going to start paying myself a wage each month and, you know, go from there and see what I can do with that money then in the future. But I'm hoping as well to save up for some better camera and recording equipment, so hopefully the quality of these videos will improve in 2025. Really happy with those figures. Not really anything else to say. It's been a really good week. Hopefully you enjoyed the pickups. Sorry there wasn't too much in terms of like footage from like CX and charity shops as normal, but I did pick up a few things which I've thrown in the video, and 25 sales. So that is everything. If you are new around here, please consider subscribing, and if you are a regular watcher, please like the video, please comment down below. It all helps the algorithm. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as quick as possible. It's been a long hard slog to get here so far, so we're just at over 900 at the moment. But yeah, thank you everyone so far for watching, and I will see you on the next video.